Now, the power to enact penal laws are vested only in the legislative branch of the government. So again, the legislative branch, which is composed of the House of the Senate and the House of Representatives, they are the only persons who are vested with the power to enact law. Sila yung mga taong pwedeng gumawa ng batas. So 1987 Constitution kasi sinasabi ngayon na only the legislative branch can have the exclusive power to enact laws, gumawa ng mga batas. Okay? The president can no longer enact laws. Unlike sa 1973 Constitution, may provisions kasi doon sa Constitution na yon na hindi nagbabawal, hindi siya nagsabing or wala siyang sinabi na hindi pwedeng gumawa ng mga batas ang presidente, the chief executive. Kaya kung iisipin yung mga PDs, presidential decrees na ginawa ni late Ferdinand Marcos, technically valid siya. Kasi nga sa 1973 Constitution, wala namang nagsasabing prohibited, bawal gumawa ng batas ang presidente. And so, the presidential decrees were enacted solely by the late President Marcos Sr. Okay? So, during 1973 Constitution, dalawang branch ang gumagawa ng batas. The other one is the president, which is in the executive branch, and the other one is the legislative branch, which are the House of the Congress. Okay? So, during that time, the 1973 Constitution. Now, after the impeachment trial of President Marcos Sr., there came the new Constitution, which is the 1987 Constitution. So, ayon, inalis na, binago na, wala nang provision na nagsasabing pwede, meron nang provision na nagsasabing bawal, hindi pwedeng gumawa si President ng sariling batas. Okay? So, this power to enact penal laws are only vested in the legislative branch. Okay? So, yun na yung kasalukuyang sinusunod natin. Okay? The only thing that the President has right now under 1987 Constitution is the veto powers. So, anong ibig sabihin nun? Si Presidente, meron siyang power or veto power na pwede siyang makisuyo, pwede siyang mag-request, pwede siyang magbigay ng opinion or magbigay ng suggestion, magbigay ng idea na gusto ko ganitong batas ang gagawin natin. May suggestion ako na etong ganitong batas naaayon sa kasalukuyan, naaayon sa needed or naaayon sa pangangailangan ng mga constituents, okay, sa pangangailangan ng bansa. But he needs to ask it from the legislative branch. Si President may give his opinion, may give his advice, may give his idea or suggestions to make a law, but he is not the one who enact the laws. Now, say for example, yung Congress may ginawa ng bill. So, say for example, divorce bill. Okay? So, gumawa na ang Congress ng bill, natapos na sa first reading, second reading, and third reading. So, pinasa na sa Office of the President. Kapag kasi ang isang bill natapos na sa 3 readings, ipapasa ito sa Office of the President. Ang need na lang na gagawin ng President is to review on it, and if he likes the bill, he will sign it. And after publication and after 15 days, the bill now becomes a law. Okay? So, yun yung process natin sa paggawa ng batas. Now, if the President, upon his review, there are provisions or sections sa bill na yon, say for example, the divorce bill, may mga provisions doon na sa tingin niya parang hindi pwede. May idea siya or suggestion siya na parang maganda tong i-add or maganda tong isali sa divorce bill. Okay? O kaya naman, may mga provisions sa divorce bill, may sections doon na ayaw niya. So, pursuant to his veto power, he will make it or he will make a note and he will let the Congress know na ayaw ko tong provision na ito. Tanggalin to. ayaw ko tong provision na ito, dagdagan natin ng mas maganda. Or, gusto ko tong provision na ito, kaya lang may kulang eh. Pwede bang lagyan ng ganito? Okay, so yun yung veto power. So, after his suggestions, ideas, ibabalik agad or ibabalik ulit ito sa Congress. And then yung Congress, pag-iisipan nila ng maigi kung i-apply ba nila or i-adapt ba nila yung suhestyon ng presidente. After arguments and, sessions, after siguro further discussions, mag-vote uli sila. Okay? So, if majority wins na based on the president's suggestions, then gagawin nila. Okay? So, babaguhin nila yung divorce bill, say for example, at naaayon na ngayon sa gusto ng presidente, yung provisions noon na gusto ng presidente. So, nagkaroon na sila ng concurrence, okay? So, they vote for it. And so, ibabalik nila again ito sa President's office for review. And if the President will approve on it, he will sign it. And then, the bill will be published. And after 15 days, it will become a law. So, ganun ang process ng paggawa ng batas. So, again, as to the power of enacting laws, walang power ang president sa paggawa ng batas, okay? It is only vested in the legislative branch. Only veto power, the president can give his idea, suggestion, or comments on a specific provision. But kung ayaw niya sa isang batas na ginawa ng Congress, hindi siya pwedeng mag-disapprove nito for on its whole entirety. Okay? Kung meron siyang i-disapprove, only specific provisions lang. Yun yung veto power. Hindi pwedeng mag-disapprove sa whole entirety ng isang bill or isang ginawang batas. So, he only has this power to approve or disapprove, but limited only as to the specific provisions and not as to the entirety of the bill. So, for example, kung ayaw niya talaga ang isang bill, say for example, yung divorce bill, ayaw niya talaga magkaroon ng divorce bill ng Pilipinas, wala siyang magagawa doon. Kung ang legislative branch gumawa na ng bill at natapos na sa third reading. So, the only thing that the president can do is just to ask the branch or the legislative branch to amend it based on his principles or based on his suggestions. But he cannot say na ayaw kong i-sign ito, ayaw kong i-approve ito kasi ayaw ko ng divorce bill or ayaw ko ng divorce law. He cannot say it or he cannot disapprove or disapprove the entirety of the bill. Only as to specific provisions ng isang bill. So, all he has to do is to review it and check if there are provisions na okay and check if there are provisions na hindi okay. So, pwede niyang i-exercise ang veto power niya. Kung ayaw niya talaga, wala siyang magagawa doon. And if after 30 days of inaction, walang ginawa si President, hindi nagbigay ng hindi nagbigay ng information sa Congress, if he needs time to think about it, if he needs time to review it or review on it, hindi siya nag-abiso, hindi siya nagsalita, hindi rin siya nag-sign. Now, in our Constitution, 1987 Constitution, if ganun ang ginawa ni President, hindi nag-abiso, hindi nag-inform, hindi rin siya nag-sign, and after 30 days, wala pa rin ginawa, then the bill will now turn into considered as signed. Meaning to say, yung bill na hindi niya sana pinirmahan, magiging considered na siya sa batas natin na parang napirmahan na ni President. Kasi the President's inaction is tantamount to approval. Yun yung ibig sabihin ng inaction of the President. So, nagiging batas ang isang bill kung walang action na ginawa ang presidente sa loob ng 30 days. Hindi siya nag-approve, hindi siya nag-disapprove, hindi siya nag-sign, hindi rin siya nag-abiso. Kung need pa siya ng more time or need pa niya ng sapat na panahon to review on it. So, kung walang ganun na nangyari, the enactment or inaction of the president is tantamount to approval. Okay?